Hi and welcome to this video. Today I want to talk about cycles. Cycles are everywhere. There's shorter cycles and longer cycles, and I want to talk about cycles in the specific sections of our life. So one thing or one part I want to talk about is your health. Your health, your mental health, and your physical health. How do these cycles impact your mental and physical health? So, especially in mental health, you may know people or you may experience it yourself that in wintertime you don't feel that great because you're missing out sun and you're not that motivated, right? But as soon as spring comes, you're much more motivated, you're much more energized. And this is just a natural cycle of the year. Also, most of the plants, animals are going through the cycle. Also, in physical health, you may know people or you may experience it yourself. If you have arthritis or whatever, this is connected to cycles. It could be to a daily cycle. Some people have more pain in the morning, some more pain in the evening. Some people have pain when it's colder. Others have more pain when it's warmer. So it's all a cycle. Cycles can be days, months, years, weeks. It can be everything. So the universe is moving in cycling. How does that help you? It helps you to understand that this is not permanent and this will have an end. This is very important, especially in mental health. If you think you're stuck into that situation, just talk to yourself and make yourself clear that this is a situation. This is a point in your life, but you're not stuck at this point. You're moving on because you're moving with the cycle. So this really helps you. Also, if you have a physical issue, it's the same. You will not have this all your life. Be careful to not tag yourself. Don't tag yourself with I have arthritis, I am depressed. Don't put the tag on you because this will make it harder for you to change your belief and will make it harder for you to break the cycle. So just keep that in mind. Cycles in health. Then we move over to cycles in business. If you have any idea about economics, you may know that there are business cycles. So business cycles move around like the health cycle, and it's mainly 4-year cycle. There's a business cycle that is lasting 4 years. It correlates with the elections in the US. And of course, every president wants to ramp up the economy and say, I have done this and that. But at a certain point in his election, a certain point in his period where he's president, he cares more about, acting like he is improving the environment. And in the beginning, like he blames it on the other guy who was there before that, for example, the stock market is going down. And there's always these cycles that come in. The stock market is really propped up at the moment, so we haven't seen a low for quite a long time, a really bear market. So in business, it's the same. Also, if you have the feeling you're stuck in your business, just, go into yourself and realize that tomorrow there could be a client calling you and your business will be totally different. You could meet some future partner that will transform the business. You could have an idea. You could get some money. You could, I don't know, there's a lot of things that can happen so fast. So be careful not to get stuck. Just realize this is a cycle. It will not be there forever. I will not be stuck in this mess. It will move on. The last section is the finance section. And in finance is also very important if you're an investor, if you want to grow your money, it's very important to understand cycles, especially if you're investing into crypto. And in this case, even more important, you have to understand Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin there is the halving cycles. What that means is that every 4 years, the new supply of Bitcoin will be cut in half. So let's say, it's not the right number, but to make it easy, like let's say the last 4 years, we have mined 1,000 Bitcoin per day, let's say. And then at the next halving, there will be just 500 Bitcoin per day mined. What this does is actually it halves the supply. And if you look at the world, what is going on now and how it's developing, there's a lot of demand coming in now. And you can imagine for yourself what's going to happen to an asset if there's a lot of demand, but not enough supply, and the supply is halving after 4 years. So it's actually very interesting. Why do we talk about Bitcoin? Because it's very clear in Bitcoin, and all the other crypto assets are actually moving with Bitcoin. If you want to invest in crypto, you need to know when to buy and when to sell. So you should actually buy in a bear market. You should buy when everything drops very dramatically. The famous saying is, when there's blood on the street, you should buy. But you need to buy the right assets, right? You shouldn't buy some coin that will never recover. You have to understand the market, and you have to go through the coins, and you have to understand what is actually coming up again, because it's a good project or it's fitting a narrative. It's very important to understand what is the narrative at the moment and what are good projects that will come back after the cycle was done. And then it will be like in crypto market, it's normally like you have a down of 2.5 years, and then it's slowly ramping up, and then it's reaching year 4, and then you have to get out at the right time, right? Nobody can manage to get out at the highest point and buy at the lowest point, but that's not important. You need to understand the cycles. Typically, it was also quite the same with the S&P and the Nasdaq in the stock market, but we have not seen a really bear market for quite some time because it's pretty artificially pumped up. There's a lot of assets, there's a lot of money going into the stock market. A lot of rich people and a lot of influential people are on the stock market. The US president is actually priding himself with the stock market going up. So it's very, very important for him that the stock market is stable. So the problem is that for poor people that don't have any risk assets or don't have any assets at all, inflation is really a problem because money is getting devalued. For people that has then the money to go into the stock market or into crypto, they can balance inflation. They can make a lot of money if they know how to do it. So this is why it's important to understand cycles in every section, in every sector of your life, business, everything. I hope that was useful, and I see you in the next video. Thank you.